This episode of Stuck in Vermont is made possible by Hotel Vermont and Vermont Tourism.
See how fun camera repair is?
I know, I can't believe we're still on this camera.
Welcome to Stuck in Vermont, brought to you by 7 Days. My name's Ava Sahlberger, and we are here on Upper Church Street in Burlington, Vermont at LeZot Camera Repair.
Have you guys done any math on like how many cameras you fixed over the 36 years?
Oh, tens of thousands.
After 36 years of working here in the store, Vinny Lizotte is moving on to a camera repair shop in Williston.
LeZot is not moving.
12 years ago, Vinny's former employee, Jason Robinson, bought LeZot Camera.
LeZot Camera is staying here. We're going to stay here until I die behind the counter.
In those 36 years, cameras have changed from film to digital to something little itty bitty, your telephone.
Well, I've always been kind of like take it apart, put it back together type personality. Even as a kid, the neighbor coming over asking for the screws to his back door because Vinny had a new screwdriver and he was taking screws out because that's what a screwdriver's for. I was into photography, taking lots of photographs, and my brother was actually into camera repair. You were able to drive up Church Street in 78, so this made a nice logical spot for us.
There was a car out called Le Car. Kind of thought that was kind of funny to call it LeZot.
When I started here, there was a hardware store down here. There were a lot more family-owned businesses.
I grew up like always either camera focused at me or one in my hand or something like that.
How old were you when you did that?
Early advertising, the first ad of LeZot Camera.
These are the exact signs I saw 15 years ago. I worked for Vinny for a long time before I bought it. Loved it. I remember coming here in high school, and this was the only camera shop to come to.
Like a change had to happen.
So he decided to spin off and sell LeZot to me.
The city has changed a lot.
Yeah. I guess, I'm like in my own little world up here. I guess I'm like a little bit like this, focused in tight,
Well, you have to be focused.
This is a digital SLR camera. It's a Nikon, and it's having problems with the imaging chip. It's just this purpley color that's coming up when you take a picture. It's kind of a puzzly thing, trying to figure out it's the mystery. It's like, okay, why is it not doing this? I've just cleaned these connections up here. I'm gonna put this circuit back on, and I'll see if that cured the problem with that imaging chip. Let's see here. Nope, that wasn't it.
Have you ever met a camera that you could not, like a camera problem that you couldn't solve?
Yeah, every technician has. If they say they haven't, they're lying. It's almost like you make it your quest in life to fix this camera, to take it down the most minimal way to get in to do a repair and then to get back out of it. I'll have like revelations. I'll be working on a repair and it drives me nuts. The next morning, I'll wake up and I'll go, I didn't check this, or I should, and I'll go in and that was it. Probably the biggest downside to just this industry is that you can't charge for your time. Like you've poured all this, not only time, but all these parts into the camera. What's your charge? It's $15.
It's like having a famous dad, for sure. It is, right?
Oh, LeZot, are you any relationship to the guy downtown? Yeah, that's me.
I get people saying all the time, oh, I bought my first camera from your dad. And
Talking about a shop that I loved my entire life, ever since I was a wee man.
Certain customers I've had for years and years. There's a couple I can think of that have been almost from the very, very beginning. Yeah. So it took 3 shots and then all of a sudden.
Yeah. I've been here long enough that I've actually sold first cameras to photographers that are now traveling the world. And they started right here on that counter. Cole Barish bought his first camera right there,
How many cameras you have?
Oh.
Do you got a number? Do you have a poundage?
About 1,000 pounds or more. This is part of my boneyard.
Okay.
This is a D70 body broken down. I'll pull a imaging chip out of one of those and I'll drop it in. That's why I have 1,000 pounds of cameras, because of all the little things that I might need. That's the imaging chip. You can see it's all connected to a crazy looking circuit.
Yep.
There we go. What does that tell us?
That tells us that was not the fix.
Yeah.
I'm beginning to understand the patience required.
Yeah.
Well, so now everything's bits and pixels and zeros and ones.
Yeah.
Do you have a preference? I mean,
I still like film. A lot of people really enjoyed shooting film and they had a connection with their cameras. Sometimes when it didn't even make sense to have it repaired, they'd still have it repaired because it was Dad's camera. It's kind of a dying field.
He's a master repairman, master. And so there are very few originals left, and he is an original.
what did you figure out about that camera? The camera you were working on?
I found out it was that circuit board, the compression board. So I'll order the board and we'll get the camera up and running. Mystery solved.
Well done. Okay,
I
awesome.
hung in there.
You did it.
So, just so we're clear, if you want your camera repaired, visit Vinny in Williston. If you want to buy a camera or take a camera class, come to LeZot's Camera here in the same location on Upper Church Street, and we will get stuck in Vermont with you again real soon.
Did it click as something that you found interesting?
Click.
Something bad happened.
Something bad.
Flava Flav.
I know you can wear that as a necklace.
That's one of the things I'll miss too, was having my parking space in the back of the building.
That's worth like gold. Right
It is.
there.
It is.
Yeah. You're gonna have to park like the rest of us.
Yeah, I know. Oh, too bad.